There is an idea in motorsport, if you want to be a good racing driver, you need to do a lot of laps. But I will say you need to do deliberated practice. Because when you do deliberated practice, you are much more specific in what you are practicing. And then you can drive less laps and improve even more. Try to see this, if you want to build a house, you don't start with the roof, you start with the foundation. Because if you start with the roof, it will fall down. So in motorsport, you need to start with the most important thing, and the most important thing is the brake. But it is pretty difficult to start with braking, because you need some speed before you can brake. So we need to have the throttle, so we need to go up in speed before we can slow down again. And we also in motorsport, doing a lot of laps, we need to have the whole track before we come back to this one point that we're working on. But with baseline driver training, we have taken the track and everything out, and then we are only focusing on one thing, and this is the brake. And we are focused on deliberated practice, how to do this. Science have told us, or shown us, that deliberated practice is working, and deliberated practice makes specialists, make the elite athletes. So with this here, we start by finding our own baseline. So when you know your own baseline, you can see how good am I to peak, how good am I to release and find the break point and so on. When you have found your baseline, you are looking at your patterns and see, okay, what is it that I'm typically doing? So this is what we need to work on. Then we set a goal, and the goal could be, okay, I'm releasing my brake too fast. It could be that goal. Then I say, okay, I want to now focus on only releasing slower, being much slower to release the brake. This is your goal. Then you make a plan. How do I do this? Is it in my brain that I'm thinking the wrong way, or is it my muscle that is releasing too fast? Do I need to do some other practice? After that, you practice. When you're making the plan, then you go start practice it, and you do that in the baseline driver training. You just brake, release, release, release. And after that, you have your feedback. Then you go in and making the feedback or the evaluation. You're looking at how good was I to do this practice. Did I release the way I wanted to do, or was it too fast, or was it too slow? And then repeat it over and over again. And then you start again from the beginning. That is how I see deliberated practice in motorsport.